Here we are on little Paddy, having his little daily session. He's a very good little fellow, but he's only 4 and he's just been broken in, although there wasn't much breaking in on Paddy needed on him, but he is very green, and so I thought it'd be good to sort of talk through the process of bringing him from that green place to one who knows what his job is. So what we concentrate on is riding them forward in a relaxed way, but absolutely while keeping absolutely straight, or as straight as possible. And I have a stick, I have a little stick here. Of course he's not frightened of it now, although he was, so we do a lot of stick work like this. He's not frightened of it, and I can use the stick to help with his steering. So if I tap it on his shoulder here, he knows to move over that way. I just tap it lightly, and then I can tap it on this side and he'll move back onto the other side of the road. So it's great to help him understand that, you know, shying is not allowed in a non-stressful manner. Not that Paddy's into shying, but he did shy at the beginning of the week in that wind, and it took me so by surprise, and he went straight across the road in 2 little leaps and ended up in a gateway. So yeah, he can shy. It was good for my balance because he's so small. Right, going past horses is a good thing, because it's to take no notice of them. So he needs a lot of support. So although looks like he's riding, well, he's going out nicely. My leg is constantly on. The reins are not short. Look, he's on the buckle. He can stretch his head as much as he likes. So he must learn that he can put his head down, and he has to keep walking. So here we are on the lane, a little Paddy. He hasn't got a long neck, but I mean, he is only a little pony. He's only 12.3, so he's quite small. And I do use the stick, just tap him on the side there, and he used to get a little bit nervous of it, and I couldn't actually tap him, but now, as you can see, I can actually use it, and he doesn't think he's going to be bashed up or anything, so he's not nearly as frightened of it now. And of course, for all the time he was frightened of the stick, I couldn't use it, so I started by just wiping his sides with the stick, and when he got used to it, we went from there to the tapping. I like to walk him in the middle of the road, because then I can check how straight he is, because horses get used to hugging the left-hand curb rather like the fence in a menage, and then you can't really see. In fact, they're not straight because they're usually slightly bent to the often slightly bent to the right, because they're on the left-hand side of the road. So this is much better. I can check him all the time. And we check the brakes sometimes, and we say, whoa, and he just stops of his own accord and just stands for as long as I want him to stand. A horse must stop when he's asked, and the voice is a good way to train that. And then we say, walk on, and on he goes. So we're coming up to the place where he did his one and only shy so far. He saw some plastic to the left, and he jumped, and he jumped straight into that gate there. I was so surprised, and I'm even more surprised to still find us on top.